Hello my lovely dazzles, you can call me Brazzle, and welcome back to my channel. This is obviously a long overdue update video. I haven't posted since February of this year, and a lot has happened since then, obviously, with me, with the world, probably with you. It's just a lot. And I don't want to get into anything, but I'm just making this video to check in finally and let you all know that I'm okay. I'm not good, I'm not great. A lot has happened. To start, the very last video I made was after my music auditions at Pittsburgh State University in Kansas, and I was just really excited about the whole thing. I had done, if you watch that video, you know that those past 2 weeks I had done back-to-back auditions. Pittsburgh State I did at Northwest Missouri State, and then Central Missouri University. I made a decision. I didn't tell you all, but I chose UCM, University of Central Missouri, and this is where I am now. This is the third week of school. I moved into my apartment. It's been pretty quiet. It's been different, and university life is not what I thought university life was going to be. The biggest thing right now is learning how to not be on my own per se, and not be by myself, but truly and utterly be alone. I know in quarantine for some people, they had to deal with this, and luckily enough, I was still in my parents' house, and I had my sisters and my parents and my pets to keep me sane. But when I moved in, what was supposed to be a week before school started, they shortened that for all the band kids. I moved in early for band camp, which ended up being virtual anyway, but whatever. It was different. My roommate hadn't moved in yet, and I was by myself, probably one of the only people on my floor, because the majority of the students hadn't moved in yet. It was just us band kids, and not many people were at my apartment complex. It is just a different feeling, really. I have no problem whatsoever like having me time, doing things that I like to do individually, going out by myself, just like whatever. But these past almost 4 weeks now, just being by myself, and I have a roommate. She's never here. She's never here, which is good that she's not loud or she doesn't bother me because she's never here. But at the same time, you kind of just want somebody to talk to, and you're looking to meet new people anyway, and that's kind of hard when people aren't there. And also the whole mask thing, but I'll get to that. I know people here on campus. They've been going here for the past 2 years now. People I knew from high school, and other people that I know that I went to community college with who came up here as well. If they're not within your school, which mine would be School of Music, if they're not within your school, your major, your whatever, you don't see them. You're not going to see them unless you make time for them, and most of the time you're both too busy to make time for one another. Friends that you thought you had are non-existent. So I essentially don't know anybody up here anymore. It's always cool, like when you don't go here, to come visit them, whatever, but now that I am here, that's gone. As far as meeting new people, the county in which University of Central Missouri resides enforces masks. I don't know till how long. I don't know how long they have been doing it, but we are required by the county to wear masks. And even if that mandate lifts, the college, the university itself is going to continue to mandate mask wearing. And all around campus. So of course you have the kids that don't care, but all around campus, inside or outside, you are required on campus grounds or whatever to wear your mask. And some kids walk around with it not on their nose. Some people will walk around with it down here. Some people walk around with it hanging out their ear. Some people don't even have it at all. If it's in their bag, if it's in their pocket, they don't care. This is inside and outside, really. As far as the music department, it's really hard for us as musicians to do what we do already and have to worry about spreading anything through the air with our aerosols when we sing, when we play, when we whatever. So if we are not the most careful organization on campus, I don't know who else is. Maybe like biology or nursing or whatever, but the music department is doing everything they possibly can to keep us safe. Because at the end of the day, with the kids that just don't care, shutdown is inevitable. And I feel like the first group they're really going to point fingers at is the music department. And it's not going to be us. It's not going to be us. We are walking around campus, walking around in buildings, walking around everywhere, driving our cars. We never take our masks off. We forget often. I literally come into my apartment, mask still on for like the next 5 minutes. That's just how ingrained it is. We are trying to be so safe when there are other kids that just don't care. I won't get into the whole scientific thing about the aerosols and whatever, but certain instruments produce more aerosols than others. And this is both brass and woodwinds, and we are required to cover certain instruments up or certain parts of instruments. So our brass, if you're familiar with the brass instrument, the part where the sound comes out is called the bell. And for a trumpet specifically, there are bell covers you can put on to it to limit the aerosols, kind of like an instrument mask, if you will. So that's what our brass players are dealing with when our woodwind players have to use straight instrument bags. And I imagine kids all over the country are trying to get these right now, so a lot of places are in back order. And so for the moment, we're using pillowcases and trash bags on our instruments while wearing masks with slits in them to put our mouthpieces in our mouths and still stay safe. We look ridiculous. And we are out there marching on our practice field and learning our show, learning our sets, learning our drills so we can later record and do whatever with it. But it is what it is. There are other kids that walk by, other kids that come to the basketball court, no masks, no social distancing. You can't social distance playing basketball. They shouldn't be out there anyway, but they do it. They don't care. There were about 20 of them out there the other day. When we do get shut down, they're gonna look at the band and say, like, why were you all still marching and playing and doing concert band and wind ensemble and jazz band and all that and choir? We're gonna say we were doing it because we could do it as carefully as we possibly could. We have air filters in every practice room. The evac or whatever system that runs through all of our concert halls that replenishes the air every 30 minutes, and that's our limit when we play. We are doing everything, and it's gonna suck when the university really does come back at us and say that it was our fault when it's literally everybody else that you're not even thinking about. And I think it was the weekend before the first day of school, actually, that they had a frat party right there on the corner at one of the houses. People don't care. But we are being careful. We have temperature checks every time we come to rehearsal. Most of my classes are hybrid, which means we either meet once a week. But we really are doing everything. And it's strange. I've met a couple of people through We'll do classes, really. It's just kind of those people you have like all your classes with. I only know maybe less than 10 people off the top of my head, maybe not even 5. It's just really hard to connect with people right now when there's nothing socially to do, because you can't go over each other's places, because that wouldn't be distancing, that wouldn't be safe. You can't go to a party, because that wouldn't be distancing, that wouldn't be safe. You can't, other events that are supposed to happen that don't. And also it's a factor of me working in the evenings, Monday through Thursday. I don't have my evenings, and therefore I can't go out and meet new people, but I'm working that out. It's difficult, and with the mask wearing, I can hardly recognize my professors passing through the halls most of the time. It's weird. And I know that this isn't typical university life, but it's my university life now, and it's something that I have to deal with as best I can. As far as making friends, it's a process. It's always been a process. My point in making this video is obviously to update, but to let out some frustration, really. I know life is hard for everybody right now. I'm not exactly complaining, but like I said, I am alone. And it's nice to talk to someone, if it is the camera. But I know somebody's watching. It's gonna be hard to adjust and move forward. There's a lot of change that needs to occur. We all want 2020 to be over, but it's not gonna, this isn't gonna end because 2020 turned to 2021. Numbers don't make change. People make change, and we have to do better. We're still dealing with issues from the 1960s. We have to do better. But it takes all of us together to do some good. To end on a lighter note, we are almost to 200 subscribers. I think I'm 4 subscribers away. And even through that period since February that I haven't uploaded a single video, I still get subscriber notifications. I still get comments on certain videos. Y'all are great. And it makes me want to make more time to make these videos for you all to watch. And I really do appreciate that. I don't know. But I will try very hard in between focusing on my studies to make more time for videos like this, update videos, if not content videos. I really do want to do something special for 200 subscribers, if that means live streaming one Friday evening, or something like that, having guests on the channel, putting out more original music, anything. I just want to put something out. I did want to touch base, of course, and let you all know what was going on and give you an update and let you know that I'm just okay. And I hope you're doing a little better. But we'll all be good soon, if we aren't already. If you like this video, give me a big one. And I'll see you when I see you.